Hey Virgo, welcome to your weekly pick a card reading. This week we're going to be talking more about your monthly energy, which is the Four of Swords, tuning people out and going on your own journey. But this week we're breaking free from that. So if you haven't been keeping up, the videos to catch up with these are below linked, and as well as information on getting a personal reading from me. So this is the fourth and final week of this Four of Swords energy where we have breaking free. So it can be where you're starting to, it's time to come out of it and bring what you've learned into the world. And so I'm using Raven's Prophecy Tarot and the Rebel deck, which has curse words, which I'm not going to say because honestly I'm new to YouTube but I don't know what the rules are, so I'm not going to just say it just yet. I have stack 1, 2, 3. They're time stamped below. Please like and comment, subscribe, and I'll answer all of your questions in the comments. I love to talk. All right, Virgo, stack 1, you have Two of Wands, the Emperor, and it says, don't believe every thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaking, lying bastards. Okay. So I'm feeling like you're being called on a new path, in a new direction. And something about it, because it is so different from what you've been through up until this point, there's a lack of confidence and a timidity to it and a not wanting to go down that path. And that is all wrapped up in your self-talk and your self-doubt. Because with this Emperor here, it's showing that you absolutely have the experience and the know-how and the wherewithal to go on this new path. Even though it's different than what you've been through before, your experience applies and it's going to carry you through just fine. And so don't let that inner voice say things to you like, yeah, but that was different and that was a different situation, and that doesn't mean you're going to be, just because you were good then doesn't mean you're going to be good now, or just because you were successful in that, that'll be different this time. It's, you just have to monitor your self-talk on that and just know that you're experienced and that you're good at what you do in this situation. All right, Virgo, stack 2, you have 9 of Swords, 7 of Coins, and they broke your heart. F them. So it's showing here, I'm getting like it's a fear and an anxiety of something from your past returning. The way that you're assessing and looking at current situations and current people and current feelings cropping up and projecting past heartbreaks onto them because of the way you haven't let it go. It can be fear of history repeating itself, fear of you behaving in a certain way again, but there is an anxiety and there's a worry that of something from the past returning, whether it's a person, whether it's a situation, whether it's a feeling, that you're watching for it to happen, and that because you haven't let go of what this thing from the past is, there's a hypervigilance in the present for it to be showing up again. And that can almost be a self-fulfilling prophecy, and that until you can totally release yourself from this thing from the past, you're going to be looking for it everywhere you go. And so there's a need to free yourself from that. Breaking free, like we're talking about, you have to let that go so that your present can be new and not be a repeat. All right, stack 3, you have 4 of Swords. That's a synchronicity. The Devil. And whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the effing time. So Virgo, this feels like, since you're on the precipice of this breaking free from what has become maybe at this point kind of a comfort zone, what started out as a retreat and a tuning into yourself that was healthy has now become kind of a safe space and kind of a nest from which you are fearing leaving from. And there's an energy here, a sense of regression and a sense of wanting to return to the safety of old coping mechanisms, the safety of old patterns and habits, and the safety of the devil that you know. Even if it hasn't served you and it hasn't been the best for you and hasn't grown you, it's familiar and it's safe, and there's like this kind of call back to the womb and back to where it was easier, but you weren't moving forward. And so the themes this month have all been about moving forward and visualizing a different future and a better future, the one that you want. And now you may be faced with going towards it and feeling a little bit fearful. And so you might want to step back and be like, I'm actually going to stay home. That sounded exciting, but I'm actually too afraid to go. And this is saying right now, don't do it. Only move forward. Don't look back. Just move forward, Virgo. Move forward. All right? Check in with me next week. Thanks a lot.